Hello, everybody. Welcome to our 16th session in the Red Hall world.
Oh boy.
And tonight, the early morning of Saturday, March 23rd, 2018, almost like clockwork, as if something is struck from beyond the world of understanding, a storm begins. Rain falls, it's heavy, and the city is blanketed in rain. It's hard to see in front of you, and it's the perfect night for war, don't you think? For the Boar Club is beginning to move out. They're just regular people, so they're getting in a bunch of vans and cars and carpooling together to their destination, which is St. Meredith's Hospital. For that is where Nigel Swanson is holding somebody, someone very near and dear to Aaliyah, someone who's been away for some time.
Quite some time.
Sam.
Like 4 days now?
So long.
Hey, people have ended
Rainer
up...
was gone for months.
People have ended up dead for quite a...
I never met Rainer. If Rainer had gone while I'd been there, I would have been concerned.
And if you were emotionally connected to Rainer, even if you knew him, because right now you know him and you're
Fuck
like,
Rainer.
yeah, he's a...
He's a bit of a dick.
Whatevs.
Yeah, she went missing on the 19th.
It's the 23rd. I wasn't far off.
You were exactly on.
Yep.
So, we're going to start deep below St. Meredith's Hospital, locked in a cell for a few days, given meager rations, is poor Samantha Wright, who has had nothing but herself and the brief moments of light as the tray at the bottom of the door, as the opening the bottom door slid open for a tray of food to come in twice a day. There's no bed,
Sad.
no bathroom.
Very, very uncomfortable.
Yes.
Oh, you're pooping in the corner. Sad.
Which one's your poop corner? Which one's your poop corner?
Is it probably the same one?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
gotta
it's
pee
a
on your
waist
food.
corner and like a sleeping side of the room. You know? It's
Far away. But
divide.
It's silent. You don't know what time it is. You don't know what day it is. I mean, you're able to count. You're a smart person. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh,
Yeah, you're a smart person.
I am a reasonably smart person.
Oh yeah, you're sure. Me. I mean, you're as smart as a park ranger.
But I did not pass that.
In your delirious state, you have not been able to count the meals, so you do not know what day it is.
Great.
Hasn't Samantha made at least a couple imaginary friends by now? That's a Samantha question. I can't answer that. You hear the sound of footsteps. You've heard it twice a day. Today you've already heard it twice. You already have had your 2 meals. So this one is different. The door opens. Not the latch, but the entire door. Light shines in. Blinding.
Very bright.
And there's just a silhouette of a slender man staring down at you.
Slenderman.
Time to take your children away.
I haven't any children!
The camera gets fuzzy. You black out.
What camera? There's no camera! I don't understand!
Your vision.
One word is all the man says. He just says, stand.
I get up.
Rude.
He steps back from the doorway, and the bright light of the hallway beckons you.
Where are we going?
Down the hall. As you become more attuned to the light, you come to recognize the man as the gray man
Oh, great.
who knocked you out at the hospital.
I will slowly and cautiously walk down the hallway.
Oh my god, Mike.
What the fuck are
That's
you
the
doing?
true Eldritch monstrosity right there. He's mushing together gummy candy.
He's making like a frisbee.
It reminds me of those candies that like are shaped like burgers and fries and random other food.
That's what I was trying to do.
The walk down the hallway is long, and it's dotted every 10 feet or so with
Another
another
pack.
door on both sides. You faintly hear... Actually, give me a listen check. Those exist in this game, right?
Probably.
Blair George, thank you
Yes.
for 2 months of the Golden Tail. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for supporting the stream. You rock. 100.
Oh.
You
I hear nothing.
You hear nothing but the shuffle of your own feet. As you reach the end of the hall, there's a stairwell that goes up and down. The gray man is inches behind you, and he just says, down.
I will start walking down the stairs.
It's about 3 stories. When there is an oak door waiting for you at the bottom, with a single orange light flickering slightly, dead bugs inside the casing above you.
Really gross.
You're really good at it.
I believe it. Good God.
Kind of looks like you're eating a dried apricot.
Google, can you ban streamer? Yeah, there's just a single oak door waiting for you at the bottom of the stairs.
I stop in front of the door.
Go inside.
What's inside?
Go inside.
I will cautiously open the door.
Inside is an elegant looking living room with a curtain on one wall and a single red chair, velvet covered, sitting in the middle of the room.
It's a person.
I will step into the room and just say, hello?
It is empty. Sit in the chair.
I will go sit in the chair.
There's a pause as the gray man watches, waits for you, sees that you're sitting for some time, and then he closes the door and locks it.
What can I see of the room? Like, is there anything that I wouldn't have noticed as I walked in the rest of the room from the chair that was standing out?
There's a few sconces on the wall that dot it that just kind of shoot a nice warm light up and down, and it's very relaxing. And the room is kind of flat on one side where the red curtain runs, and it curves around like this with the door on this side right here. But otherwise, all that's in the room is the chair.
Cool. I'm gonna cautiously stand up.
You hear the whirring sound of machinery as the curtain begins to pull to the side. And through glass, you see the silhouettes of 3 figures sitting in chairs looking towards you.
Do I recognize any of them?
They're only silhouettes. You do not recognize their shape.
Okay.
One of them picks up a glass of alcohol on the table, takes a sip, and puts it back down. Then, a voice filled with happiness and joy says,
Oh boy.
"Gentlemen, this is what I offer you for what you can offer me." Nigel Swanson steps towards the glass, looks in with a hook in his right cheek as he smirks at you, and then turns to the 3 men sitting in the chairs. Aaliyah, we'll go to you. You have just saw Claudius, and you are now outside. The men are packing up masks into the minivans. I haven't heard from James, so I don't know what the heck Hal's doing, but
Sounds like Hal's gonna die.
He was slowly getting changed last time we were
He
here.
was just
so.
like, okay. But they're all loading in. Steven is just watching. And he's standing next to you as well as this process is happening.
Suppose I don't get to join, do I?
Oh, you can do whatever you like. If you want to go, if you're worried about your friend. I'm sure the man will offer you nothing but the utmost protection while you're inside.
Do you have a mask for me?
He pauses, kind of giddy at the idea. It's like, I've never fathomed such a thing. We've only sent you flowers before. Never offered you a mask. What? He hails one of the other people over and asks to get you a mask. Oh, it's not here.
Oh no!
Caitlin was so excited for a moment.
Give me the hat.
Yeah. There's also the werewolf mask.
That's not the same.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the mask is leather formed into the shape of a pig with long black hair flowing down the front and the back of it. And it fits you well enough that you can see and still breathe and maneuver with it pretty easily.
Do all the like Boars Club folks have like robes and shit?
They have red
too?
robes, yes, yeah, that they're putting on.
I'm gonna. Oh, hello. I'm gonna turn to be like, I'm gonna need one of those too.
Sure, the guy who gave you the mask quickly runs and grabs you a robe as well.
Water on the plant.
Important.
Reminds me how I got here. Did I drive? I came alone, so I would imagine I drove.
I think you drove. Yeah, you came here alone, so I also would wager that you drove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I've got my what? Oh. I've got my shotgun in my truck, so that's fine. I'm just gonna.
Got a weapon, you're good.
It's shotgun time!
I thought we determined it was a rifle, not a shotgun.
Maybe it was a rifle.
I think it is a rifle.
Yes, it's carbine.
Nice. That's a good gun.
It's a good gun.
Shoots men dead. So yeah, you're just gonna drive in your own car?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna follow whatever ridiculous.
Bro, you better be good. You better be good.
I'm gonna follow whatever ridiculous convoy is happening.
Sure. There's about 4 cars in front of you as they're driving north towards St. Meredith's Hospital.
Sick.
The puddles build in the gutters as the sewage in the city is backed up, especially in the financial district, which is where near the Boar Club is. As it's an old part of the city, and your car splashes through puddles as you make your way through, cutting through the rain.
A new baby.
A new leaf?
Yeah.
Nice. Jake, you're sound asleep at 1 a.m? Just having a good old sleep?
Probably. Oh, I'm thinking. I assume maybe I'm a little bit awake, just being like, what the fuck am I gonna do tomorrow with Holden?
Sure, alright. Is there anything you want to do, or are you just gonna stay in bed? What?
Doesn't even know anything bad's gonna happen.
No, I have no idea.
Glitter
No.
in the black paint.
I have
Put some what?
There's glitter in the black paint.
zero thought of what's gonna happen. So I will eventually just fall asleep.
Sure, alright. Cool.
That was an excited giggle.
Alright, Aaliyah,
Yeah.
so you're just gonna follow the convoy?
Yeah.
Convoy,
I'm not thinking right. I didn't as a character and as a player, I did not expect to be allowed. I figured I was a commodity they didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
Nah, they're going to war. It's cool.
They're going to war because they want to use me as a farm.
Yeah.
Meh.
He trusts that if things get dangerous, some of them will escort you out in a way. Yeah.
Alright.
But will your bloodshed and need for violence let such a thing happen?
We'll find
Remains
out.
to be seen. So Karen and Jesse were going to St. Meredith's, but I'm going to assume that needs Jesse to be a working storyline
They never
because he was
made
kind
it.
of leading and Karen.
Yeah,
was
Karen was just
made
coming.
it.
Karen was coming to help. There's no motivation for her to go by
Jesse
herself.
blew 2 tires on the way there.
I'm going to say they did their exchange and like early before.
Because
this.
was there a time set on that?
No, you guys were just going that evening, right? Like that's the next lead you guys were following up. So it was just you were just gonna go ask
Yeah.
about the schedule. There wasn't like a big.
Didn't they go do
To
that?
do
No, they were heading to it. They went to
Greg Gaynor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
But they didn't have the schedule for St. Meredith, so we were going to go to the hospital.
Or we could just say that it just got denied. Like,
Oh no, we can play that out another time when James is here.
Might not be relevant. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly.
might not be relevant. The hospital might be gone.
We could all be dead.
The groups pull up to St. Meredith's, and you park behind them.
Great. Did Stephen Williams also come?
No.
Sick,
He is
sick.
much too. He likes to keep his hands clean. At least he didn't come in the convoy.
Right.
The few men get out of the car and begin to split off and size up St. Meredith's, while a few more try to head in towards the front entrance.
I'm gonna grab my carbine off of what I assume is a gun rack because
Yep.
I'm law enforcement.
Yep.
And
You're a ranger. There is 100% a gun rack.
100% a gun rack. And I assume I'm gonna flick on the like blinders that I assume are on
Yeah,
the top
yeah,
rack of
definitely,
the truck. And I'm just gonna like stand at the front of my truck and like size up what's going on.
Sure. It looks like the two groups that split off, that they are going to round the building. You don't know where they're going past that. And then after that, two more groups go. I should keep note of how many numbers there are for everybody.
Probs.
Seems important.
Groups and where?
Mike, do you want to hand me that on top of the soundboard?
Hand you the top of the soundboard.
All right. How's it going, Talak? Okay, bye everyone. Bye.
Bye.
So, there
Oh
is-
man, fun story from today for work. I couldn't get the sound console in the lobby to work, and it's decently old. So I was like, "Hey, Reyes, what are the chances the speakers aren't on or this thing is kaput?" She was like, "I don't know." She's all baby brained. So she came in. We like tested everything. We couldn't make anything work. She was like, "Huh, weird. Okay, well, we'll try a different sound console." So she wandered off, and she got sidetracked by something. And Rachel and I were steaming
brain.
hundreds of chairs.
Yeah.
Well, they were also doing a bunch of production meetings and walkthroughs today, so I think she just got pulled into one of those. But because Rachel and I were steaming hundreds of chairs, we were switching off every once in a while because otherwise all your muscles hurt all of the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hey, Rachel, this is what I was doing. Go put a second set of eyes on it, and maybe you have some ideas of stupid things we missed." And she goes, and like 10 minutes later, the sound console's working. I was like, "What did you do?" She was like, "I power cycled it." Damn it!
Just turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah. IT fix. But some noob turned it all off. Like the amps were off, the console is off. That shit never gets shut down. It should be dead by now.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
3 men are waiting out front for something.
Excellent.
Two groups of 2 have went around the left side. 2 groups of 2 went around the right side at kind of like different intervals. And one seems to be standing guard right outside the gate.
Do any of them look like they like have any inkling of what's actually going on, or are they all kind of like Hal, where they're like,
I should know what Hal's in this group.
Hal is in there as well.
Hal is this group. The one of the ones that led towards the front door seemed to be the most knowledgeable. As he was moving, he pointed people where to go, and just kind of was like orchestrating the entire thing.
I'm gonna trudge up to him and be like, plans.
Trudge.
We're gonna take a slight pause and hop over to Sam.
Trudge.
Nigel has his back towards you, and he says, "This young woman came to work for us at St. Meredith's Hospital through the kind gift. Unbeknownst to him, it would become one of Detective Holden." One of the men in their silhouettes scoffs at the mere name of Detective Holden. So,
Thanks, Mike. Making the
she
story
heard
real.
something that she should not, so at this point I think it's only fair that she is an offering to whatever you find most needs it. And of course, I expect a likewise payment in return for my gift to you. The silhouettes think and do not say anything. Are you still standing, or did you sit down?
I'm still standing.
Yeah.
100%. How far away is the glass from me?
About 5 feet.
Okay. Cool. I'll take like one step towards the glass so I'm within like an arm's distance.
Sure.
Jump through it.
I'm gonna jump through the glass. That is dumb. Besides, I've already done that in a different campaign.
Yes. It did not go well for you.
It did not.
If I remember correctly.
I really wanted it to go super awesome. Too human, I guess.
One of the silhouettes raises a hand and says, "You know what I am worth, Nigel. It's hungry, and it's willing to share with you after it is fed."
pussy.
Nigel claps his hands and says, yes. Yes, I know Malcolm, but I'm here to see what the others
Malcolm X
wish to offer. The one on the far right doesn't seem to move much at all. In fact, you actually aren't even aware if the man has moved since you've seen him in the chair. And you? Nigel motions to the man in the middle. And the man just raises up with his hand and says, with 2 fingers. And Nigel nods and says, interesting. Interesting. Is there anything you'd like to do? Oh, James messaged me.
Oh!
James asked, do I make a guest appearance on stream, or did you turn off
Notifications.
I missed here. Sorry, everybody watching home. Is there anything you'd like to do while this is happening?
I think... I think I would just try and speak through the glass.
Go for it.
Yeah. Please, I can help you. I don't have to work for the other side.
On Steam?
I just, I really want to live, and I don't like the sound of being fed to something, I guess. I'm really sorry for getting mixed up in all of this. I can be useful, I swear.
Nigel turns at this and kind of bemused. He says, this is the price of knowledge, my friend.
I won't tell anybody. I promise. I'm excellent at keeping secrets. I just want to live.
So you expect after this, after you've been with us here, that you're just going to go back and live in the normalcy with all ignorance to what you've witnessed?
I mean, I can work for you. I don't have to go back to what I did before.
Stop offering yourself to work. How you got in this mess?
And what kind of work can you offer me that these fine gentlemen can't? They offer me actual payment, knowledge, abilities, powers that you can't even fathom.
I mean, I don't even know who they are, but I mean, I'm happy to really do anything that you need.
Facebook.
I'm doing her right now, though, so.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just letting.
I can do anything you need. I mean, I'm happy to be a double agent or whatever.
That's very kind, but I understand that when you stand at the edge of oblivion, you become desperate. And to me, you are nothing more than a piece of meat to trade to whichever of these gentlemen offer me the most. Aaliyah, we're going to hop to you.
That's why I snorted.
What did I miss?
All right. The man says, once I get word that they've reached all the other entrances along the sides and the back, we're going to storm in. If she's being kept anywhere, she's being kept in the basement. We're heading down there directly. Through the waiting room, to the elevator and the stairs. One group will go in the elevator, another will take the stairs. Once we get to the bottom, we're going to find the cell that she's in, find the keys to open said cell, and get her out.
You're certain she's here?
This is where Nigel keeps them. If she's under Nigel's control, this is where she'll be.
All right. I'll wait for your go. Where do you want me?
Stay with me. I'll keep you safe. You also now notice that these men don't have guns. They have knives. If you remember, that's what they attacked you with in the apartment room. That when Jake got stabbed a bunch.
Stab D.
No, I only have one. Do I have another one in my truck? No.
Don't fire at anyone until we get down to the basement. Everyone through here, they're not who you're looking for.
I understand.
Flips open his flip phone. We're good.
Nice.
Everybody in this fucking town has a flip phone.
Not everybody.
Jake would be so happy. In fact, he'd probably use it as ammo. See?
He kicks the door open and leads the way inside. St. Meredith's is not a nice hospital. Greg Ainer is well kept and clean, but this one's dirty and the foliage outside is overgrown. Inside, it has that same sort of unkept look that is the place that when you're sitting down and thinking, you come to the hospital and you think, maybe I'm going to get sick, I'm going to get worse just by being here. He motions towards the stairwell. Two in his group go down there, and you hear the sounds further down of someone shrieking as a door deeper in is kicked open along the side. He then begins to make his way towards the elevator.
I think these people are all idiots with their knives, and I'm a little crazy with my gun at the moment. So I'm going to like peer around each corner as they're going around and like provide cover as they go.
Sure. To get to the main, the locker, the elevator. Sorry, they're like right in the main entrance.
Right.
But there is a corner, like there's hallways that you break down that you can peek down, and you see that there's no one there except for a few nurses who are kind of standing in shock at the whole thing that's happening.
That's fair, but they work at the shitty hospital, so they can't be too surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn into a SWAT team member. Yep.
Do you go into the elevator with him?
Yeah.
Nice. He pushes B, and the elevator doors close and begin to go down.
B.
We're gonna take a break for YouTube right here.
B.
B for break.